Focus on love. Love what's in focus. Aim for above because the ceiling's bogus. Focus on love. Love what's in focus. Aim for above because the ceiling is bogus. Focus on love. Welcome. Thanks for joining me on short notice. That's cool. I'm David Prorock. This is famous rapper Convos. This is a show that's on my YouTube channel. I created a new channel for this. But I already have like 9 interviews done. So I'm going to be posting 1 per week. So your interview will be up there with the rest of them.
Sweet. And I go by Young Pyramid. I'm in a group called SouthOfHell. We're out here in Colorado Springs.
Nice. Cool. Yeah. And I'm excited to hear more about that. You commented on my Facebook post, and then I reached out to you because I liked the story of your group and I wanted to hear more about that. I'm building a community that I hope will, basically, I want to create a lot of rap groups, but make them more lightweight, so that, people come together for, one album, and then, they don't necessarily have to keep working together on stuff.
Yeah.
Have you heard the album, what's it called? Revenge of the Dreamers 3?
I have not. Who's that by?
Okay, it's by Dreamville Records. It's like J. Cole's record label, and then they have a documentary on YouTube where it's 30 minutes long, and it shows the creation of this collaboration album, where J. Cole gets a bunch of producers and rappers together in one building, kind of like what you're doing right now that you showed me, but times 10. And then they have a weekend of recording, and then at the end they have a full album that you can listen to.
Sorry, I'm just trying to get it set up so it's better for you.
Yeah, it's all good. I can keep talking in the meantime.
Cool.
So, so basically, that's background on me. So I'm building that community where these online collaboration events can happen. And since you have a successful rap group, how long have you been together for?
Honestly, so when I first started, it was just me and my little brother. So we were just kind of like a duo. We started the name SouthOfHell about a year and a half ago. I think it was April of last year is when we became SouthOfHell. We gained 2 group members, but one of them didn't really want to put in the work. So he kind of dropped off, and there was 3 of us, and we had Young Sour as well. He ended up getting married, and they have a kid now. So he kind of moved back to Louisiana and dropped out of the music scene a little bit to focus on the family business. Right now it's myself, Young Pyramid, my younger brother, aka Never. We've got DRH, who's the official 4th member, and then Lucid, the Dream God, and that's the main 4. And then we also have Illusion and Blackjack, the 5 boy, and then Angel the Demon, and that's kind of a little community that we got, but they're still part of the group. And for that is probably January or February of this year that they really joined in, and we've been pushing the group aspect a lot more. So not even a year yet where it's been a collective of people. So
awesome.
Kind of
new. So it's still pretty fresh. I'm definitely interested to hear more about that group specifically, what it means to be a rap community. What does that mean to you? But first, I want to learn more about you as an artist. This group is a year old or so, but if you could tell me the full story of you as an artist, how you first got involved with music, what interested, why were you interested as a kid? And then walking me through the full story of you as an artist.
So growing up, I didn't really listen to rap a lot until about 6th and 7th grade. So I really was big into more of the hip hop or pop type sound, Akon and T-Pain and stuff like that. But Lil Wayne really got me into rap music. And I started listening to Lil Wayne a lot. Lil Wayne's top 5 all-time favorite artist probably for me. So he inspired me a lot. And then growing up, in high school, you grow up and you start listening to rap music. You're like, oh, I think I could rap, and you start writing down some stuff. So I wrote a little bit in high school, but none of it was really that good, and I never really followed it. And then my older brother got into a rap group, and he started rapping and he helped me like learn how to really write music, like actually like write the hook, the verse, and like how to synchronize, syllables and all that stuff. So that's really what got me into rapping on like a pushing a professional level, like trying to get into a professional music scene. And that's kind of what inspired me, is basically my older brother. Him and his group really helped me a lot. One of his group members is actually my engineer, and we're at the studio right now. His name is Blitz. They go by ChainStoreCollective, and they really pushed me and my younger brother a lot to like grow and progress. And then finding my sound was just, doing it repetitively. So really my big inspirations are older brother, Lil Wayne, XXX Tentacion has been a big inspiration on like my music today, like how I make music and bring my passion into it, stuff like that. So
cool. And how old are you?
I'm 24. I started making music like in a studio at 21, so it's only been about 3 years now, but it's been a good journey so far.
Cool. And so 3 years ago, that was the point where you started getting more involved with your older brother and his group?
Yes. Yeah. So
And
they sat down and allowed us to make a song with them on like one of their tracks. And then me and my younger brother just joined forces and been making music on our own since then.
that's awesome. Does your older brother still make music?
Yeah. And he's very talented. He blows my mind. He's way better than me. That's a fact.
That's awesome. All right, so I need you to list some names here. I'll leave links in the description. So, like, what's the name of your brother as an artist?
So as a collective, we're SouthOfHell, and it's no spaces. And then AK Never is my. Do you want my older brother or my young? Just the group.
Older
right?
brother. Older brother.
Older brother.
And
So
what's the name of his group? Like, how can I find that music? Yeah.
Cool. So my older brother's name is Nome. NOME stands for Nostalgic Over Money Every Day, or Nostalgia Over Money Every Day. My bad. And then his group members are Blitz, and I think it's Blitz made that beat, or it's something like that. And then B Moza and then Mbiza are the 4 group members in their group, and they go by ChainStoreCollective, all one word, ChainStoreCollective. Oh, Chain Store. So it's ChainStoreCollective. And it's all one word. They don't really release music under like solo names right now. They're just pushing ChainStoreCollective. And then when they drop, like, let's say it's a solo album by my older brother Gnome, they'll drop ChainStoreCollective and then Gnome of ChainStoreCollective. So it's all under the same ChainStoreCollective group page. Oh no, I can't do that. Did it disappear? Okay, sweet. Sorry, I got a call.
It's okay.
But
okay.
Yeah, so
thanks for declining it.
Group. Oh yeah, for sure. That's the group there. And I personally.
Okay, follow-up question. For somebody that has never heard ChainStoreCollective, what is the one song that you would say they should listen to right now?
One song. So my personal favorite like collective ChainStoreCollective song is Wave. It's off their newest Chain Store album called what's the name of that? I am getting a brain fart. I can't think of their guest list. No, it's their newest album. It dropped 2019. That was their last like collective project, but it's called Wave.
WAVE?
Yeah. If I can like pull out of this, it might bring.
Oof, I'm searching Wave ChainStoreCollective. I can't find it.
All right, let me see. I'll tell you the album. I got it right here. Are you on YouTube?
Yeah.
All right, so Chain Store. It's off of the album, The Collective Volume 2 Guest List, and it's called Wave, WAVE. Let me see if I can find it on YouTube so I can make it easier for you.
If it's not on YouTube and it's your favorite song, they are fucking up.
No, it definitely is on YouTube. Okay. ChainStoreCollective. Playlist.
Ooh, I think it might not be on there.
So I found it. If you go ChainStoreCollective and then click on their profile and then go to playlist.
Okay.
And then the Collective Volume 2 guest list.
Oh my gosh. This is deep.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
Let me see. I
found it.
Yeah. So that's
wow.
My personal favorite group song. I can give you like my personal favorite gnome song as well if you'd like.
Yeah, what would that be?
That would be My Face. And you just look up ChainStoreCollective My Face. And it's just a picture of
that one I got.
That one's new, so it's probably easier to find.
Okay. Sick. So I will leave links to both of those songs in the comments section so people can check those out. And then I'll ask more later, but just to mix things up, next question. So if you think about what you are doing right now and what your group is doing, and then you predict the future 12 months in the future, like where do you hope to be with this group? And what are some of the major milestones, like 3 milestones you hope to hit in the next 12 months?
So I really believe if we stick to our plan and work how we should be working, we could be in the lower mainstream level, you know, not like top charts type stuff, but more like Nothing Nowhere, or, you know, like living off of the music, but not like blowing minds away just quite yet. I think that we have the best potential to get there, especially out of Colorado Springs. And 3 milestones to reach, I'd say, is right now getting like 10,000 subscriber or 10,000 followers. Shut it. You gotta shut it. 10,000 followers on each one of our groups streaming services. So like SouthOfHell has its own streaming service, and then each artist has its own streaming service. So AK Never's the only one that doesn't yet. And so Young Pyramid, 10,000 subscribers on YouTube and Spotify, and listeners on Apple. Lucid the Dream God, 10,000 on everything. So like down the line, DRH, all 10,000. So that's a big milestone I think we could reach. Another one is going on tour, like a United States tour at least. Even if it's smaller shows, you know, with 500 to 1,000 people, just doing like maybe 20 different state tour, that would be a good milestone. And that, I think the only thing that's stopping us from doing that right now is COVID, just because there aren't any tours going on. Yeah. And then the final one would just be growing our merch sales, you know, getting merch and getting it out to not just Colorado and Colorado Springs, but the whole country.
Okay, awesome. So your plans, hopefully in the next 12 months, you want the group to get to a point where everybody in the group is able to do it full time, making a full-time living. Yeah. And you're going to do that by going on tour and getting your merch set up. And you want to get all of the individual artists to have 10,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Yes, sir.
Cool. That sounds like a great goal. So if you were to think like right now, who is like the one person that you would really need to meet in order to get those goals achieved? Like who could help you the most? It could be a specific person or maybe like a role that you think could be filled that isn't being filled currently.
So I think the only thing we're really lacking is an out-of-state manager. So like we basically do everything on our own right now. We're all just our own managers, and we come collectively to do the group management. So I think one thing that could really set us apart and get us to reaching our goals would be like a manager in like a state that has a bigger music scene. So like New York, Los Angeles, Atlanta, Philadelphia, somewhere like that. I mean, even Arizona would push us a little bit because Colorado doesn't really have a huge music scene right now. Not many people are coming up from Colorado. There's been a few here and there, but nothing too big.
Okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Anyone else?
Off the top of my head, I can't really think of anything. We have goals to like work with different mainstream artists, but I don't see that being I don't want anybody in the group to think that's something we can rely on, is getting a mainstream artist to blow, because that's not what we're about. We're not really about just trying to blow up. We want to get our message across. We want to show that we're passionate in our music. So besides that,
Yeah.
I don't really have anybody else in mind.
Nice. Yeah. So you feel like the team that you have has everything you need. And then, but if there's someone watching this video that is like a music manager from New York or a major city that can just like, what would they help you with? Like promoting?
Yeah, definitely. The big part would be promoting. And then like, being like the one ear that like decides, oh yeah, that music is complete, all done, set up. You don't need to do anything else with it. It's good to release. Because right now we're just like listening to each other's music, and obviously we believe in each other. So we're like, oh yeah, you can fix this or that, but it's not like super in detail yet. And so if we had like that outside ear that's like, oh, well, this part of the state or this part of the country likes this sound, this part of the country likes this sound. If you like fix these couple things, you can match both of them, and it'll blow up in the whole country, stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. So having like a third party to give you feedback on some of your music.
Yeah.
Cool. I actually, I'm interested. I have an event coming up next week, Wednesday, 7 days
Okay.
from now. And then, how it works is, I'm getting 9 rappers to come together on a call like this. And then everybody brings 3 songs that they want to get feedback on that they think is like their best song that would be most, most useful for attracting a fan base. And then that way you get feedback on 3 songs and find out like what's the one song that you should be pushing to a global or national fan base.
Yeah.
Is that something you're interested in?
Yeah, definitely. That would be awesome, actually.
Cool. Does that kind of meet your needs that that you're thinking of, or is it?
No, yeah, that would actually help a lot, because then not only just one person is hearing it, but like, and I'm assuming that everybody's from different states or places, in the world. So not only like this selection of group is hearing it, it's a whole worldwide.
Yeah, exactly. And each one ideally, like, so I like what you bring because you already have a group, so you've heard like a diverse enough set of songs from different people, so you can bring like that perspective to somebody else's music and be like, well, you're making something that this other person already like made, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you've done that more. So I'll send you the
Yeah.
link to that. It'd be awesome to have you there.
Awesome. Yeah, that would be
Cool.
great.
All right. So I just want to check, like, how much time do you have? We never really set that aside.
Let's see. So it's 3:30. Honestly, they're recording in there right now. If one of my other band members shows up and he doesn't have to record, I said band members, but group members, we're not really a band. But if he shows up and he wants to join in, I mean, we're here till 7. I'll probably need like an hour or 2 to record for my personal self.
Okay, cool. I'm talking like 15 minutes. Like.
Oh yeah, that's totally fine.
Okay, cool. All right. So my next question is, how has freestyle rapping influenced the way that you make music? Do you know how to freestyle? When did you learn? And yeah, tell me more about that.
So freestyling, actually, through school, people just freestyle. Growing up, I always thought freestyling was just straight off the dome. You go to parties and everybody's drinking or whatever, and you just freestyle in the kitchen or whatever with back and forth with each other. So I always thought it was just straight off the dome. As I'm learning more of the like music side of things, it's definitely not straight off the dome. It's just something that has no particular like meaning. Like there's nothing like really involving that verse or whatever. And honestly, freestyling is awesome. If you can do it, then do it. I mean, if you can go in a booth and do it, like like Juice WRLD or Lil Wayne, they could just go in and freestyle a whole song. That's amazing. I personally can't do it to a level where I would be comfortable putting out a song that I just fully freestyled on. I can do it, I'm in the kitchen with my friends, or I'm listening in the car to the beats. I can freestyle like to myself, and that's kind of something I use to write. If you aren't freestyling to help you write, then you're probably missing a lot of just off the top of your head topics or like bits and pieces, lines, bars, whatever you need, like one punch hitters, stuff like that. If you don't write those little freestyles down or try to get them recorded or memorize them, then you're probably missing a lot into your music, is what I believe.
Cool. So you've worked with rap groups, your older brother's rap group, and also the rap group you're currently in.
Yeah.
Have you used freestyle rapping as a group?
We have not done it on a track, but we always do freestyles. Like if we're like sitting down writing a song, we'll freestyle back and forth, and then we can build off of each other's ideals, and then it just makes the song more complete.
Okay. So you will like freestyle like in the studio while you're like writing songs together?
If we're just writing, we have not recorded a full song where we just freestyle. I don't think any of us have. Well, my little brother freestyled, and that's on Summer Bop, which is out under South of Hell. It's the very last verse, and he just freestyled it. It's kind of like got that Lil Dicky jokey feel, but it wasn't really like a serious freestyle. He just went in and did some funny stuff, and it fit the song, and we threw it on there. But besides that, we haven't like actually recorded any freestyle music. So
okay, cool. Have you ever used Discord?
Not as a group, no.
Okay. Did you know that you could freestyle on Discord
and record it?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not. That was something that we could definitely use then.
Nice. If you're interested, tomorrow night I have a freestyle rap workshop on my Discord channel.
Okay.
And actually we could have like you and multiple group members join, and I can show you all how to freestyle together on Discord. And then it could be something that you could do just like, you know, if you're driving in the car together, like in separate places, and you can freestyle together.
That would actually be sick. What time would that be?
In Mountain Time, it'll be 8 o'clock.
That actually might work because I think the other group members get off around 7. I'm off between 7 and 8. So it just depends on what time I'm personally off. If I can't personally do it, then I'm sure my group members would definitely be down to get in on that.
Cool. I'll send you the link and you can share it.
Awesome.
Sweet. Okay. So let's switch things up a little bit. Do you have any questions for me?
Yeah. So where are you from?
Oh, great question. I'm from the northwest suburbs of Chicago, but I currently live in Oakland, California.
And how was that move for you?
It was good. I moved after college to get a job. I became a software engineer at Facebook. So I moved here for that. And then about 6 months ago, I started doing this music stuff full time.
Okay. And what got you into making music and not only making music, but getting involved with like other, I don't know if it's only lower, like not like super known artists, or if it's like all around just lower artists and, you know, mainstream artists. What got you into doing that as well?
Totally. So why I'm doing this is like, I have a 5-year goal that in 5 years, I want to help 1 billion people create a song. And I think music is something that everybody in the world should do. And I think one way that that can be accomplished is basically kind of like a pyramid scheme. But like you, if I can connect enough people that know how to rap and freestyle, then I can teach them how to teach other people, and then basically then everybody in the world can freestyle together and make songs.
That would be sick.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm going for, and more or less I'm just like connecting with anybody that I can. Yeah.
Okay, so what's your goals with music? So you told me your goals with the growing the community basically, but what's your goals with your own music?
Yeah, so I have an album that I have all the demos done, and I'm just finalizing right now. And that's going to be dropping the day after Thanksgiving, in about three months, I think, less than 3 months. So I'm trying to get that submitted as soon as possible. And that's like my solo stuff. And then beyond that, what I hope to do with music is kind of like executive produce albums for other people. Like collaboration albums. So like, for example, I could come to a group like yours and be like, I have 6 beats. They should go in this order. And then I need like people to record stuff here. And then I could pay for all that to get done and then release it under my label.
That sounds
Or
great.
yeah.
Okay,
So
and then last question I have. Oh, I had it on my mind. Oh, have you ever thought about joining your own group or starting your own group? And what's your
um
take on groups?
yeah, I like groups. Especially when they like work together really well and support each other and stuff like that. um Kind of my vision is to like I would want to join a group for just like one project and then go join a different group and do a different project, and then be more lightweight,
That
um
makes sense.
and while also doing my own solo stuff. So like kind of like how your group, like you want everybody solo stuff to get to 10K subscribers. So like yeah. So like then you could like everybody in your group could start their own group.
Yeah,
And then it can keep growing that way.
that makes sense. Now, with you saying that, do you know who IDK is?
Yeah, I've listened to his album, a full album, but I don't know much
So,
about him.
okay, so kind of what he does, he's a solo artist. I don't think he signed to like any major record label, and if he is, he doesn't really talk about it. But what he does is like his albums are like IDK with friends. So that's kind of like what I get from you is like you want to like do like an album with this set of people and then move it to a different set of people so that you could do something like that.
Mm-hmm. Totally, yeah. One of my inspirations is Rick Rubin. Do you know
Okay,
about him?
I have never heard of him.
Oh, he's like one of the like best hip hop producers of all time, executive producers. Like he produced albums for the Beastie Boys, and I don't actually have a list, but he produced like lots and lots of really really good
Yeah.
rap albums
Okay,
for like a diverse set of people.
that's awesome.
Yeah. Um and he has an interview with Kevin Abstract from Brockhampton. Have you heard of him?
Yeah.
Kevin Abstract taught me that the way Brockhampton makes music sometimes is they get a microphone and they put it in the middle of the room, and then all the members stand in a circle, and then just like freestyle on the beat while the beat is playing, and then they basically just like take the best parts of that and turn it into a song.
That definitely makes sense.
Yeah, so like I think that a lot of songs can be made that way, and then like the song itself is kind of like about the connection between the different artists.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense, and that should be your group focus, anyways, is making sure it connects to each artist, but not only that, the fans as well, because you want your music to connect to all the people.
Exactly, yeah. Cool. I'm gonna bring it back towards you again.
Okay.
Um, could you tell me? So do you have music out as a solo artist or just with the group?
Yeah, so right now I have 3 songs out under Young Pyramid. It's YUNG Pyramid. There's a space between Young and Pyramid. And the songs I have out right now are Cloud Nine, Less Talk, and that's featuring It's KC Music, and then Drippin' with featuring Dipper. Both of those are artists that are here in the Springs. Um, I'm working on a solo project right now called Cloud Nine, which Cloud Nine is going to be the first song on the EP album. I'll have about, I'm hoping like 10 songs, and then like with one of or two of those songs being interludes, and then like 3 skits basically. I have 2 children, so it's going to be like uh, the focus is basically me fighting my inner demons, and I'm going through like a journey in my head basically. There's like love, there's heartbreak, there's fighting like your ego, family. So I have like a skit where my kids are like talking on the mic. That'll be like a little skit in there. I'm going to do a song with both of my brothers, and it's going to be about like family ties or something like that. So it's going to be a really cool EP.
Yeah, that sounds sick. So it's really about like family and your real life.
Yeah, basically just everyday day to day life. And at the end of the night, what you're fighting when you get home, like, because when you're home and alone, even if you're with like a spouse or something, you still have those demons in your head, and that's kind of what I'm trying to portray like my demons, basically, like what I'm going through.
And have you found that making the music itself is a good way to fight the demons?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Whenever you feel down, I mean, not even making it, just making it, but just listening to music in general. Like, and that's, so I've been through some rough times. We've all been through rough times, and artists have helped me get through those rough times. Just listening to their music just gets me feeling, you know, a little bit better. Even if it's not like 100%, it just gets me through that night or that day or whatever the scenario is. And that's really what I want my music to do for people, because it's helping me as well. Just putting my own emotions into words and putting it on a track is really helping me grow myself as a person and all around outlook.
Nice. Is that something that you learned from XXX Tentacion?
He's definitely one of my biggest inspirations with that, because his album 17 was really sad, but it was through a time when I was going through a breakup, and he really, like, that really helped me feel uplifted. Whit Lowry is also one that has really like helped me. Obviously, you sometimes need that little hype song here or there, and I feel like both Whit Lowry and XXXTentacion can do that. So that's something that, yeah, both of those artists have really helped me a lot through tough times.
Cool. And if we can get specific for a second, your song Cloud 9,
Yes.
would you say this is one of your best songs?
When I recorded it, yes. Now, no.
Oh, okay,
I
for sure.
believe,
In terms of released songs.
Release songs, yes. I believe it has the most passion. It's not really a rap song, though. It's mainly all singing, kind of on like the sad boy vibe. I'm definitely going to re-record it and re-record it and fix it, because I've been working on my singing more, and I'm learning how to use my voice correctly. So it has kind of a lot of auto-tune on it. Everybody says it's not too much, but in my head, it's too much. So I want it to sound where I think it should sound before I put it out for the EP. So it's just out now, so everybody can hear it, listen to it, get used to it. And then when I release it, it'll have less auto-tune and just sound a little bit better, because I've progressed.
Cool. And could you tell me, like, specifically, what was your process for creating that song? What was the initial inspiration, and what were the steps that came along the way?
Honestly, I was in an argument with a girl I was dating at the time. And so it just inspired me to write to it. It's basically like saying, I know I messed up, but I'm sorry. And I'm trying to think of how it goes, but I'm hearing this song in the background and it's throwing me off. So it's like, so the way the hook goes is, not only am I down, I've been feeling broken. I've been feeling down, or not only am I down, I've been feeling broken. I never ask for help. My emotions never open. I bury them inside. I'm just always floating. I'm up on cloud 9. I'm hoping you can't notice. So
Nice.
It's kind of like saying like, yeah, I messed up. And then the verses really get into like, oh,
But how did you write it? How did you write it, though? Did you like just write it on a piece of paper? Did it come in bits and pieces?
Honestly, I wrote it all in one night. Took me like 40 minutes. I write it all on notes in my phone. I write everything in notes. It's just a lot easier. It's a lot cleaner. My handwriting's not always the best. So when I'm in notes, I can just, if I mess up, I can just delete and then do it. But I just write everything in notes. It took me, I got home, sat in my bed and put on the beat, and then it just flew out, and it was done within 30 minutes.
Nice. And you recorded it on your bed?
No, recording, I always come to the studio. That was probably 4 days later, but I already had it. And by then I had it memorized, so I could just record it like that. So
nice.
Yeah.
Cool. And we're coming up on time, so I just want to give you a chance. If there's anything that you want to say. So the people that will get here right now just watch that full, they've been watching for like 40 minutes. So
Okay.
like the type of person that's watching right now, like what would you want them to hear?
Honestly, just follow your dreams. I mean, even if it's not working out right away, just you gotta keep pushing. Don't give up. If your dream's to be a car dealership owner, go own that car dealership. And if you got to take steps to do it and you can't get there till you're 30, don't give up on it just because you have some setback. Everybody's going to have setbacks. Just keep pushing and pushing, and just don't give up.
Cool. And then the number one song they should listen to right now.
So from Young Pyramid, Cloud9, from SouthOfHell, BSFYC.
Okay. And opening it up to any song in the world. What's
Any
one song
song
you think everybody should hear that
so
you're
my
not involved with?
Yeah, my all-time favorite song ever made is "Smoke Again" by Chance the Rapper.
Oh, it's such a good song. Nice.
Yeah.
Good choice. All right, great. So this has been Famous Rapper Convos. I'm David Prorock, and this has been
Young Pyramid, SouthOfHell.
and SouthOfHell, yes. And make sure that you always love the people that love you.
Yes, sir.
Hey, we're just making sure you're making our name look.
This is Lucid. This is AKA Never. This is my watch. We got Illusion out here. You gotta come in here. So
Nice.
we got 80% of the group here.
Sweet. Okay, cool. And I recorded that, so I'll include
Awesome.
that. All right, bye.
See ya.
Focus on love. Love what's in focus. Aim for above because the ceiling's focus. Focus on love. Love what's in focus. Aim for above because the ceiling is bogus. Focus on love. Love what's in focus. Aim for above because the ceiling's bogus. Focus on love. Love what's in focus. Aim for above because the ceiling is bogus. I wanna lay down a never-ending road. We never go to